Hello
Hi.
everyone. So, the question is, should I go camping with a baby? The answer is yes and no.
And maybe.
Home sweet home. The mountains. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. When hiking in the mountains, your decisions equal consequences. Trips like this reveal who you are. You have the gear on your back, you have the brains in your head, and you soon discover the metal you're made of. My name is Matt Lambert, and this is my outdoor YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Just woke up in an amazing cave. The question is, should I go camping with a baby? And we're not going to answer that for you. Quick disclaimer, we are not telling you to put your baby in the woods. We're saying, if you are going to, this is our experience. We went camping with our baby. He was 4 months old, and it went really well.
There were some challenges.
some challenges.
Yeah. And I mean, we expected it to be hard. We didn't assume it would be easy going into it. So when it wasn't, we weren't really shocked.
So going into this, very capable, and we weren't just going on a whim. We knew it would be tough, but we knew the ins and outs, and I knew this inside and out. First thing, you have to be extremely capable. You need to be able to take care of yourself like that.
The stakes are high.
The stakes are high, and your baby, it's a full-time job. It was very comparable to being an outdoor guide, and the same amount of energy I had taking out a group of 15 kids and having to travel up and down the mountain like 3 times each just to get the mission done. It was the same with the baby. You are putting that much energy, so instantly, if you're not a hardcore enthusiast, then you're not going to want to do this. Yeah, you'd want to stick with a campground.
And there's a huge amount of fitness level as well. So Matt is the one that carried the baby up because he's more balanced and more sure-footed. For myself, that would have been too much of a challenge to take care of myself and my baby at the same time.
That's something that I noted on the trip. If you're not really coordinated and not just coordinated, you've been in the bush so much, you know what happens. If I step on this rock, my foot's going to slide this way. If I step on that mud, I know I'm going to slide this way. I will react by doing it. Like, you've been out there so much, because with the baby on front, it needs to be so natural reflexed, because you have your own weight, the baby's weight, so you're overloaded on top of having the baby in front. So if you're anything shy of an amazing athlete in coordination and experienced, it's like it's again stick to a campsite type of deal.
It was definitely a learning curve. This was the first time we've done this with a baby, and so
that's a good note. It was a learning curve, and even being inexperienced in the outdoors, you're relearning the outdoors. So if you have no experience, you're really in trouble, because you're already going to be learning new stuff. So you're going to know what you know. That's going to help you, but there's going to be so much more stuff you need to come with on the fly. So that's a good note there. Well, being in the mountains, I always have a saying, the mountains is almost always, 99% of the time, will throw a curveball at you, and it will be a storm, cold weather, tricky route, bridge washed out, and this time we had a lightning storm and windstorm on the mountain. And I've been out there so much that was routine for me, but
I hadn't had much experience with hiking. Well, hiking, yes. Backpacking, not as much. And so for me, the storm was extremely stressful, being not familiar with how to handle that in the mountains. And yeah, with the severe winds, it broke the zipper on our tent.
10:30 at night. It's raining, pouring, thunderstorm is moving in. We're on the side of the mountain. Can't do anything but enjoy the storm and wait it out. Unfortunately, our tent will not close. So I am currently getting rained on right now.
And Charlie's trying to escape.
Well, yeah, Charlie's trying to escape and try to eat all our survival gear. And Mike is talking to himself. And
Everyone happy.
yeah, Mike is the only one happy. And we are on such crooked ground that we will not sleep tonight. All we can do is rest and enjoy.
So there was that added challenge.
let's see, a couple other notes I had. Let's see, you have to be able to take care of yourself with your eyes closed. Temperature was a factor. Micah did very good the whole time. He was a trooper. He's a very good baby. But the temperature was hot. It was like 29, and obviously at 4 months, he's not outside a lot. So to all of a sudden be out at 29 degrees Celsius for 2 days,
He really felt it, yeah.
he felt it. We had to break every 20-ish minutes, take him out, let him cool down, let him eat, and break 30 minutes, like every 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm breastfeeding, so with that, with the heat, he is more thirsty, so I had to be prepared for that.
Mhm.
And
Brought extra bottles along.
yeah, we brought a few bottles. We didn't end up using them, but had to prepare for, it's hot, he's going to be extra thirsty, and public breastfeeding is just kind of part of that. You have to kind of accept that that's the way it is,
Another note I had was that you need to be in good relationship with your spouse. If you argue with your spouse, then you're going to argue 10 times harder on this because there's pressure, their stakes are high, you have your baby. And especially if you're doing what we did a mountain trip, not a campground trip. Campground trip you could pull out. You can't pull out in the mountains, you need to adapt. So you need to have a good relationship with your spouse and be able to work effectively as a team. You must be really capable and able to adapt on the fly, and that's why if you're not experienced, you're not going to be able to adapt efficiently. You need to be able to adapt efficiently. That's all I have for notes.
Yeah, kind of going off of your last point, like when the zipper on the tent broke, we had to kind of make it so that the wind wouldn't flap the door all night. And so, you kind of just have to adjust and tape the door shut or use pins or whatever you have to try to fix a problem that has come up.
There's no room for error. The baby, what you do to the baby in the house now needs to be done in the woods, and more challenging. So when there's a storm, you need to be able to be on point. How are you going to keep him
Warm and dry.
warm and like the same things as in the house, but you're out there. So you need to be really on point. You have no time to screw up, and you need to really be always monitoring your baby. Micah did super good. 4 months, I don't think it was too early. It was good.
So.
It
'Cause
was
it's
good.
the same, like, you know, with 4 months we can't use bug spray or sunscreen, but even still, like at 6 months we still have to protect him from bugs and the sun. And
It's the
10 months
same as
and
here.
a year and
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were comfortable with doing it because we're very comfortable with the outdoors, and the same things you gotta do for him in the outdoors we do here. So
Mhm.
it's if you're comfortable in the outdoors and you're taking care of him in the house, it's like, okay, then you're good. If you're not comfortable without the outdoors, then you're gonna want to pamper your camping trip as much as possible.
So a few things to correct our, I guess, not really mistakes, but like help us with our next challenges. Today we bought this Rita portable bassinet.
Very lightweight portable
Yeah.
bassinet. We're not sponsored. This is just a product that we bought and are very happy with.
So this is a, Box.
It was bought from Toys R Us.
yes.
Yeah, Toys R Us for like $60.
So we're gonna test that out on our next camping
Next
trip.
one
So we'll keep you posted on how
This-
that works.
was the only arguably kind of mistake slash something we should have done better the first time. That if you
But,
are planning on going out, you gotta get this or figure something
Something
similar.
to protect your baby, yeah.
Unless, yeah, like we don't co-sleep with our babies. Some people do. If you do, I guess you're golden. For us, this is what we feel
Would have
is-
been safer. Yeah.
would have been safer.
So we're gonna test that out, and they say it's like 3 pounds, so it should
Yeah.
be portable.
If you haven't watched my YouTube channel, click the next video above. We go over whether you should bring your dog in the woods. We just had our basset hound fly off a waterfall. So if you want to hear
That's
about,
pretty
you want to
traumatic.
hear that story, you'll have to click up above, and then also click up above for our second camping trip with Micah at 4 months and a half.
About our
Check
hike.
it out. It's an exciting one.
Yeah.
Watch us get hit by a lightning storm on top of a mountain. From the safety of your home, it doesn't get better than that.
But yeah, in summary, if you're very comfortable with the woods and you're very comfortable with taking your baby out there with like no concerns, I guess, or
Then you're
then you're okay. But you have to be very, very confident and competent at what
Mhm.
you're doing. Because otherwise, yeah, it
which
could end
takes
very
away
badly.
99% of you fools.
No, don't say that.
Not saying you're incompetent, but thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video, folks.